Hey guys, Godzilla Freak here, and welcome to my review of Dragon Ball Super episode 104, Battle at the Speed of Light. Goku and Hit join forces. So, real quick note before the video begins. I've been working on a series of discussions for all the S-Class heroes in One Punch Man. And it's selected at random, and the first hero I'm going to do in that is Atomic Samurai, so I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. Also, I have Adobe After Effects now, so these videos should come out a bit faster. Yesterday I just didn't have the time to make this at night. I had some other things to do, and so did Andrew, so we weren't able to get this out. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get in with the review. So, in this episode, it starts off with what we ended with the last episode, where Hit and Dispo are staring each other off. Both Hit and Dispo are very capable warriors of their universes. And when they're standing off against each other, you know shit's gonna get real. So it starts off, Dispo's like, I'm here to beat your time skip. And Hit's like, beat my time skip? What do you mean? This episode's really fast, by the way. This is like the fight of the episode. There's this one fight in this episode, and there's a ton of narration around the fight with like Khalifa and Kale. We see them at the corners like, don't worry, man. Hit's got this, Kale. We're not going to go in there. So then Dispo and Hit both go in, and Dispo just punches Hit in the face, and Hit gets knocked back a bunch. And Champa's freaking out, like, what? How is Hit getting knocked back? Oh, that was a lucky shot, I say. And then what happens is they go in again, right? So Hit's like, alright, you're not bluffing. I see you've actually gotten some skill. So they do a charge in. So Hit goes in, Dispo goes in, and then you see like Dispo like shrinks down. And in that moment where Dispo shrinks down, he can go 1,000 times speed. 1,000 times speed, that's a lot, okay? So like if he's equal to say Goku, base Goku, 1,000 times speed, he'd be 1/4 of Blue Goku. If he was equal to Super Saiyan Goku, and he went 1,000 times speed, he would be even faster than Kaioken times 10 Goku. So 1,000 times multiplier, that's massive. So they go in, and Dispo just hits Hit into a wall, and then Hit's like, oh. And then everyone's freaking out, like, what? Hit just got wrecked. And then Hit's like, okay, so you're going at superhuman speed right as I am about to use my time skip. He realizes this is within 2 attacks, so it's really impressive. And then Dispo's like, yeah, but now you have to figure out just how am I doing that. That should be your next question. And Hit's just like, okay, we'll find out. Dispo doesn't really like how cocky Hit is, but they go in again, and this time Hit, like, you know, he uses time skip, but right before he uses time, he gets hit into the wall again. And Champa's like, oh my god, this guy looks just like Beerus. Yo, look at this, man. This guy looks like Beerus. And then Vados is like, that must mean that he looks like you as well. And Champa's like, no, I have a fashionable cherubic face. Only him and Beerus have those old-fashioned, hard-looking faces. That was really funny to me. And Beerus doesn't respond to this. Beerus is more like, oh my god, Hit's getting beat up. This isn't good. My god, Universe 11 might be quite a menace. And then Hit just realizes what happens. Okay, so he's like, you got those big rabbit ears, right? So whenever I use time skip, I vibrate my hand a little bit. And as soon as you hear that, you can react to it, and you can attack me. That must be what you're doing. And he gets right on the spot, right there. He gets on it, he knows exactly what Dispo did, and Dispo's like, yeah, that's right, but how are you going to avoid that? Because Dispo doesn't know he has so much techniques up his sleeve. He just knows he has his time skip. That's it. It's like, this guy has this special of a technique. That must be his only thing. But in reality, Hit's more like Galdo. You know, he can stop time, but he can also throw things at you and have like weird powers. Hit has that too. But Dispo doesn't know. And everyone's going all cocky and stuff. And you know, the people that are supporting Hit are, of course, worried. So then they go in again, and this time Hit's like blocking his attacks, but only some of them, only the most vital attack, as Topo later says. And he's letting some of them hit him, so Dispo gets a false sense of hope. And you see Topo, Jiren, and I think like Kuniba, or whatever that guy's called, a green alien dude. And they're like, no, there's the Kuniba guys, like, oh, we got this in the bag. But then Topo's like, no, this isn't good, man. Hit is blocking all the vital attacks. He must be luring him. This is a trap. Quick, Juniba, go get ready to support. And Jiren's just in the background like, just like Jiren always does, right? He's being himself. And I'm just sitting there like, what? This guy looks like fodder. Why don't you help him? You guys, if you guys can eliminate Hit right here, that's a major threat you don't have to worry about later on. Keep in mind, Universe 6 is very much in the lead right now. Well, Universe 6 and 7 are. You guys only have 4 warriors left, so you should be focusing to take out Hit. Because later, Hit might be able to like time skip when you're not expecting him to even be there and sneak attack you. I feel like they should be taking this more seriously, but they really don't. And then there's this moment where Hit's at the corner, right? He's at the corner, and Dispo's in front of him, and Dispo goes in for a really fast punch, and a speed of light punch. Because remember, wait, I didn't say this. I forgot to say this, but Topo stated that Dispo is at the speed of sound and light. He surpassed them. And it's like, okay, like, why is the speed of sound one even mentioned? And why is the speed of light one mentioned either? Because Raditz was speed of light. Remember Piccolo blew up the moon, and then he mechanical sappoed Raditz, and Raditz just dodged that after the attack was already launched? Yeah, that happened, didn't it? Like, speed of light isn't really a milestone anymore, but whatever. So Dispo does that punch thing, and Hit uses dimensional time skip instead of his regular time skip. He goes into his time skip dimension for a brief moment, and that allows Dispo's attack to pass right through him, and Dispo just falls off. And it's like, you're the one who's all out of options, and you know, because Dispo's really cocky. He was like hitting Hit. My god, hitting Hit. That sounds so dumb. So he's hitting Hit. He's almost getting him to the edge of the ring, and he falls down instead. And he's fallen for like an hour. It's like the first fall, you know, the flying one that fell in Universe 10. Yeah, she's just falling. Like, we see sometimes they fall, and they're immediately eliminated. Like that Universe 4 dude getting Goku. No, he fell like a decent margin. He fell to like half the stadium, and then he was eliminated right there. Dispo was falling and falling and falling and falling and falling, and then after all that falling time, the green alien dude uses like weird energy things. It's similar to what Majin Vegeta used against Goku, like those, you know, remember those energy rings? He put them on Goku's necks and limbs, so then he was stuck to the mountain. He did something similar to that, but this time it's like a long string, and he grabs Dispo. Now, I don't really get this. This feels really BS to me, because it's like, he fell down so much already, and then you do this? He should have already been eliminated. That's what I feel, at least, but it happens. Okay, we get a good fight after this, so I'm fine with it. And during the scene where, you know, Dispo's hitting Hit, that sounds so bad, and Hit was like blocking some of them, but not all of them. Zeno couldn't see them. Like, Zeno's like, it's too fast. Keep in mind, Kayla and Caulifla can see them. Vados can see them. Champa can see them. God Goku was in the background looking at this fight as well. I'll get into that later. And they can all see them, but Xeno is having trouble? That makes no sense. Like, Great Priest isn't either. So, Grand Priest gives him, like, the God Pad. It's like, oh yeah, there's this new feature on the God Pad. It plays things at slow motion. And that's pretty funny to me. I mean, Xeno's a cool character, and he's really funny, so yeah. I guess that might be comedic quirks. But I feel like people are going to really get pissed by this. Like, they're going to come up with shitty theories like Xeno is actually weak. Even though, he destroys Damas' universe. The future timeline. I mean, all 12 universes gone. Actually, maybe there will be an 18 there. No, 12. He destroyed all 12 of the universes in the future Trunks' timeline. So, he's still a really strong character, but the fact that he can't see the fight, I'm actually really confused by that. That doesn't really make any sense at all to me, but whatever. Toei's writing staff is dumb anyways. Remember that dragon that was as hard as iron? Yeah, that was like fucking blocking Vegeta's attacks. Makes sense, Toei. Makes sense. It's not like iron is insanely weak compared to everyone in Dragon Ball at the start of Z that are relevant, aka people that are people in the Tournament of Power have far surpassed that. I don't know why I'm not talking properly right now. But yeah, so this happens, and now it's 2v1. So he's ready to show off against Geneva and Dispo at the same time. And he's like facing Dispo, and he's getting ready to attack Dispo, but then Geneva gets like a wrap around his leg, so he can't move, and he's getting beat down by Dispo, so Pit's getting wrecked, right? And then God Goku, Super Saiyan God, the one that was used in Battle of Gods, Super Saiyan Red, shows up out of nowhere and just blocks Dispo's attack. It reminds me of like what Ryuga did in Beyblade. If you guys watch Beyblade, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like the red beam just comes down out of nowhere, and then Goku's just like, Hit! We're gonna work together for this. Hit's like, why are you here? I could take them by myself. And Goku's like, my skin's tingling seeing you get beat. I mean, there's a lot of other fighters in the tournament, but whatever, I'm just gonna help you. So then Hit's like, okay, you can help me, but don't get Dispo guy. That's my prey. And Goku's like, well, if you can get to him first, and he just ignores Hit, jumps and fights Dispo. So this is mini fight between Goku and Dispo. Dispo gets a good hit on Goku, but then it's remarked that Super Saiyan Red is faster than a Super Saiyan, like a Super Saiyan Gold. So it's faster than regular Super Saiyan, and it's more sustainable than regular Super Saiyan. And it's more sustainable than Super Saiyan Blue. So it's sort of like a God Ki infused base form, whereas Super Saiyan Blue would be a God Ki infused Super Saiyan. If you can understand what I'm saying. It's not faster than Super Saiyan Blue. It's faster than a regular Super Saiyan. So then Dispo's getting ready to attack Goku. And Goku does what Vegeta did in the manga, where he goes Super Saiyan Blue for like a brief instant. He does an attack, and he has the blue aura, so Dispo's shocked by this. He hesitates, and Goku gets almost hits him. Does he hit him? I don't think he does. Dispo gets out of the way, and then he turns it off. And there's a mark. Yeah, that's smart. That's a really smart move. He's maximizing his speed and power for an instant, and he's barely using any energy because he's what word I'm looking for? He's really sustainable in Super Saiyan Red, and he's using Super Saiyan Blue for an instant to get that power boost that he needs. So that's really cool. And then there's a fight between, Hit and the blue alien dude, where the blue alien dude has landmines on the floor with his string. And it's like, yes, this is an impenetrable defense. There's nothing you can do at all about this. And then I'm just like, there's this thing called, I don't know, the y-axis? the characters can move up and down and use ki blast, it's not really an impenetrable defense if it's just on the floor. Why don't you make like a net around yourself? That'd be a lot stronger, but he doesn't. And Hit does like the invisible energy wave, boom, and just and the blue alien dude is just like, oh. It's like, seriously, man. Come up with something better. Look at 17's barrier. Take that and make it explode. Or electric, because 17 can do that now. Makes sense, right? So then Goku comes back, like, to Hit, because Dispo is trying to beat the shit out of Goku. And Goku is ready to attack the blue alien dude, and Hit's fighting Dispo now instead. Now Hit does a move where he vibrates like he would to use a time skip to get Dispo to do whatever he does versus the time skip. But instead of using time skip, he just attacks him. And then he does it again, but this time he actually uses time skip, and this time Dispo tries to block the attack, uses time skip and hits him again. Hit loves hitting. That's why his name is Hit. And then Hit's like, which one will it be now? Will it be time skip or will it be an attack? You have to guess. And then Whis remarks, it's like, a moment's hesitation decides whether the battle ends in a victory or a defeat. So Hit ends up beating the shit out of Dispo. Dispo's too tired at this point to do jack. So Hit just beats him up. And then there's a scene where Dispo's on the ground and it Hit's like, stand up and throw yourself out of the ring. And Dispo's like, the word surrender is not in the Pride dictionary. But then it's like, okay, I guess I have to force you to do it. He grabs him by the ear and chucks him. Right? And then we get to see like Goku versus the blue alien dude. Basically, blue alien dude has the traps up. Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, charges right through them. Blue alien dude's cocky as fuck. He's like, oh yeah, man, you got like traps, you noob, you idiot, you're gonna lose. And then Goku just goes right through them in Super Saiyan Blue. And then he does like webs, he tries to attack Goku, but Goku just Super Saiyan Blue hits him into the wall, and then just volley of ki blast, bah, 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 bah. And Hit, before he was throwing out Dispo, Hit also did like a volley attack where he did his like assassination punch with the energy coming out. It was like bah 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 da 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 da. And Dispo's just done at this point, right? Dispo is thrown by Hit, but then it turns out the green alien dude's actually still up and running. He knows what he's doing. So he like catches him. He carries Dispo. Is like, I'll handle this. Don't worry. I'll take you from here. And then Dispo's on the ground, right? Geneva's getting ready to attack, and then Hit's just like, the only thing you'll be taking is this pain. And Hit just pounds him. He uses time skip, dodges whatever he's doing, goes behind him, and just like chucks him out of the ring. And Dispo gets back onto the podium with Topo and Jiren, and that's the end of the episode. That's what happened. It was basically this massive fight. Goku powers down. It's like, Hit, you've gotten a lot stronger, haven't you? It's like, I wonder when we're gonna have to battle. It's like, not now, man. I'll take some gratitude for you helping me. So they go off to their own devices, and there are 35 minutes left in the Tournament of Power. A grand total of 13 minutes has passed so far. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, next episode, we're seeing Master Roshi. And it's like Master Roshi's sacrifice. He's using the Mafuba. And it's actually going to work this time. It's like 100% going to work because we see Roshi at the end of Z. Unless they wish him back with the Dragon Balls, yeah. But yeah, we can't retcon that. Roshi was in the end of Z, so there's no real tension, but whatever. So, yeah. Overall, this episode was pretty good with the fights. There was a little bit of recycled animation here and there with like the fighting of Dispo and Hit. But it was a really solid episode overall. Not too much happened in the episode, but we got to see a really good fight, and we got to see Dispo's character we don't really know his relationship to Beerus yet, if there even is any. It's like Beerus is like, I'm a cat and he's a rabbit. We're completely different. There's nothing similar. You know what's similar? Me and Champa, we're the same, but this guy's no. So, yeah, I was hoping to see some plot there, but it didn't really happen. Can't really blame him, but yeah, that's gonna be all for today, guys. Take care, y'all. Goodbye.